grenades. Fortunately, that's in the second column. As we've discussed in the damage video for Garden of Salvation, the holy grail for grenade launchers in the power slot would be spike grenade, auto-loading, and full court, which can only come on Doomsday, which drops from Reckoning, so good luck with that. Otherwise, in order of priority, I would say spike grenades is the most important, then auto-loading, then full court if we're talking about pure DPS. Everything else is pretty situational or average. Rocket launchers haven't had much notoriety since their cluster bomb nerf. They're slow, they're tough to use on moving targets for single target damage, but their AoE damage is really strong. However, strong AoE damage tends to be fancy talk for massive overkill. For rocket launchers, I say get what you like. For example, I kinda like Genesis and Ambitious Assassin for rockets for the instant reloads. Auto-loading holster is good too, again, reloading. Even field prep if you remember to crouch, although field prep is good for reserves as well. You don't need recoil control, stability, anything like that on a rocket. Demolitionist can get you big grenade energy as well. Otherwise, for blast radius, we want big if it's for killing big groups of ads, small if it's for boss damage. Impact casing, even though it's a stability boost, gives us more damage on direct impacts, which we like. I'm finally done talking. Oh my god. That is your God Roll Hunt guide. If you enjoyed this video, a positive rating is appreciated. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.
Mayhem!
What is up, guys? Rick Cactus here. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Destroy them with your light!
We are going to be taking a look at the 5 worst things to happen in Destiny 2 for 2019. Now, before you call me a hater, this is a companion video to the Destiny 2 with the 5 best things. And overall, that video was easy to make. I think this was an overwhelmingly positive for Destiny 2. Some absolutely groundbreaking things happened. There was absolutely
That shut them down!
go into 2020. And so, let's get started with the box. So, we have season 4 and season of Opulence. Funny enough, Opulence actually made yesterday's top 5 list the best day of 2019. So it shows just how stark of a contrast we had
Delightful!
shooters let loose wanted
And that's why we have fire teams.
to be on your side. In addition to that, the focus on Gambit.
The enemy has gained ground, but it's not over.
A risky move on Bungie's part. I don't think there's a single game mode in Destiny much. I
You're catching up. Close the gap. I could feel that in my bones!
grab it and run it just and when that happens, you are not coming back from that. Now, of course, this doesn't happen every single time. And like I said, have had some really
Well executed. You're leading.
but they can just that
Only 5 minutes left. The lead is lost. The battle is still close. Gained the lead. Double down. A victory well executed.
Because, frankly, it doesn't seem to be necessary that Season of the Undying happened at all. It was tacked on to Shadowkeep.
You fought well. Nothing held back as it should be. Though, you could always throw more grenades.
All of that stuff going forward. Season of the Undying obviously leads to a lot of the same themes as Season of Dawn that's happening right now. But if you look at the value for money, Season of the Undying just didn't have it. Like, compared with Season of Dawn that's happening right now, just how many exotic quests are tied to it. The fact that Sundial is so much more extensive, they have rotating bosses and all this cool stuff, whereas Season of the Undying, for the same price as Season of Dawn, offered not nearly as much. The activity with Vex Offensive wasn't that substantial. When there was the final assault thing, it was an absolute joke. It barely changed the mechanics. Well, it really didn't change the mechanics at all. Offered no new loot. In fact, we had the same 4 Vex Offensive weapons the entire time. It was very disappointing, and unfortunately, it kind of left a sour taste in a lot of players' mouths who did spend that $10 to get Season of the Undying, and instead of just getting Shadowkeep, and were ultimately left pretty disappointed. And I think that potentially negatively impacted, the view of the next season, Season of Dawn, even though it's so much better. So in my opinion, it wasn't necessary to do this at all. Introduce us with Season of Dawn to this new DLC model instead of shoehorning Undying in there. But it is time to move on from there to the number 3 selection, and that is cheaters. Right now, Destiny 2, there is a pretty good chance that if you're playing PvP, if you're grinding it all day, you're going to run into a couple of matches where there's people teleporting around the map and killing you instantly. I ran into a few myself.
Mayhem!
It is extremely frustrating. In fact, near the top levels of comp and so on,
Enjoy yourself, Guardians.
160 wins and 0, and they still haven't been punished for blatantly cheating. And part of the reason for this is that Bungie is not really taking action against these cheaters. Unfortunately, although it's been easy to point fingers at Bungie,
Oh, look what you have. You've gained the lead. Double down.
Is just gonna ruin so many experiences.
2 for 1.
Now, Eververse is as bad as some
falling behind. Double down. 5 minutes. Could go your way. Could go theirs.
Take just a couple of those really cool Eververse
Yes! Now show them the true meaning of war. Rise from this loss and fight again.
Buy it in Eververse right now, or if you get 5,000 kills with your Black Talon,
Your light means you're never truly dead. Embrace that and fight
I
again.
think that's something that Bungie needs to look at again more in 2020. However, it is time to move on to the #1 worst thing in Destiny 2 for 2019, and that was PvP balance. Now, the fact of the matter is that Bungie has an incredibly tough job with Destiny 2. They've got to balance PvE and PvP, constantly be introducing new and powerful things that players care about, all while keeping things balanced. That's incredibly tough to do. But oh my goodness, some of those PvP balance decisions just has players scratching their heads. Like, how would Bungie possibly think this is a good idea? And you can insert that statement into so many different things. I mean, into so many different things. I mean